What's good? This is AMR coming to you yet again. I was gonna give my take on the Super Bowl last night, and I do want to congratulate the Kansas City Chiefs for becoming two-time Super Bowl champions. But I also want to add um, shout outs to again the top prospects of quarterbacks regarding the MLS community in Patrick Mahomes and Jalen Hurts. And also shout outs to Rihanna as well. She did her thing in that halftime performance, and I'm gonna cover her in a bit. Um, I'm gonna be honest, when that first half was kind of concerning for me. It was. Because I'm thinking, yo, if they continue to play this way, not only during the first half, but then when the second half come and they continue to do this, the game might as well be over for them. But either way, even if it were to go down like that, I would have been cool with it. I would. Even though I would have been hurt, but at the end of the day, I'm not a hater. This is, again, MLS quarterback representation regarding the NFL because we've been known to be called certain things, true or not true, and with all the negative stereotypes being thrown our way and us being able to showcase what we're made of and what we're capable of. I think, it's about time that these depictions that people perceive on us, even though some is gonna probably, get still stick with the status quo and turn to that immediate gratification. Unfortunately, again, that's, and I'm not excusing it, nor would I ever, but they gonna have their opinions regardless. I'm not gonna sit there and try to change people who don't want to be changed. If that's what they believe, then that's what they're gonna believe because they themselves may not know what it's like to be a winner. But overall, the second half, I don't know what happened during that second half. I don't, but they came out of that locker room and played during the second half like they just got done drinking on some secret stuff. Like in the first ever Space Jam, where they were losing, and then during halftime, Bugs Bunny goes into the water faucet and then just puts water into the water bottle, and he's like, "Did you forget something? Your secret stuff." And then they drink this secret stuff, even though it's just water. It must have had some magical potion in it. I don't know. But however, they were able to find a footing regardless of Patrick Mahomes playing hurt. And it turns out he wasn't necessarily the only one hurting. Jalen was hurting too. But none of those guys complained. And they toughed it out, even though they may have looked like you know what? And that's the thing too. Even though they were injured, but nothing showed that they were. Or they didn't play like they were injured. That's the amazing thing. That's the amazing thing to me is that, these guys are not like any other quarterback. Had that been somebody else, they probably would have been so quick to rush back into the locker room immediately and just fold. But aside from all that, it was a tough game. It didn't bore me. And congratulations to, Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs for winning and being the two-time Super Bowl champions. And also, like I said, and I'm going to get to Rihanna here right now. Shout outs to her. Her Super Bowl performance. She really didn't have to do a whole lot, even though people were expecting her to. And you could just tell, even when she was on stage, that it's like, you could just tell that there's part of her is like, oh, I know I can't necessarily be dancing all wild, even though I got this baby bump. I guess confirming that she's pregnant again. But it was also stated that she wasn't necessarily going to be paid for performance of halftime. And even I kind of thought at first, you know, doing more research as to why that is and why other artists who perform at halftime don't get compensated. And come to find out that the NFL, whether you want to believe, oh, they're just lying or covering their tracks or covering their tails, okay, what have you. They cover the expenses and the production side of it, but they don't necessarily compensate them personally. And I don't even know if we could say if it was really up to Roger Goodell and the NFL commission that these artists would be getting paid. I'm like, if that was the case, well, then you probably could have hired, some circus acts. And I'm not being funny right now. I don't want that last comment to sound degrading anyway. But, you know, maybe somewhere down the line, that would be, again, next conversation to have. I mean, if you want to continue to do it that way, where mainstream artists perform for free for certain events like that, okay, so be it. But again, I'm not going to take anything away from her because she did her thing. And like I said, shout outs to Kansas City. One of the places where I used to live in Kansas City, Missouri, and the other state being Kansas. Make me proud. But anyway, that's all I got. And hopefully, if you like this one, comment, like, subscribe, and I'll see y'all on the next one. Peace.